Hey guys, how's it going? Tiger Croc here, and before I get started with this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like and share this video with everyone and post a friendly comment. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown and review of the official trailer for Scream 6 and some new theories I have for the movie based on the footage we got in the new trailer. So let's get started with this video. So the trailer starts off with Samantha and Tara running into a store asking for help as they're being chased by Ghostface, and then when Ghostface arrives at the store, this scene gets very brutal. The guy in the store challenges this Ghostface, and Ghostface stabs him, killing him off, and then everyone else runs out of the store, and the guy who worked at the store tries shooting Ghostface with a shotgun and misses, and then Ghostface takes his gun, stabs him, and shoots him. My first new theory is that Stu Macher is in this movie. The Ghostface with the cracked mask is probably Stu, as this Ghostface looks very tall and muscular and fights very well, and has what might be Stu's mask from the first film, which explains why his mask is all cracked up, as it's very old and hasn't been taken care of. However, seeing Ghostface use a gun before revealing his true identity was so cool to see, as this is something new that we haven't seen before. Also, this seems to be what Stu would do, as he enjoyed using guns as we saw in the first movie. So maybe this killer is either Stu or what I mentioned before, some elder man who started Ghostface before Billy and has Roger L. Jackson's voice, aka Ghostface's voice, for this killer's actual voice. So yeah, it's probably Stu, or the theory of someone who started this before Billy. The next scene after this is Samantha Carpenter explaining to everyone that she believes she has a darkness inside of her, and no matter where she goes, Ghostface will keep hunting her down, as she and her friends moved from Woodsboro to New York in this movie, and Ghostface followed them. And then we get our first look at Allison, who is possibly a killer, as she looks similar to Amber, and perhaps she's related to Amber, maybe possibly Amber's sister, and wants to take revenge on Tara for shooting Amber in the head in Scream 5, but for now, this is just a theory. Then we see Ghostface looking through a see-through door, which was a cool, interesting look, and right after that, we get our first look at Kirby Reed, which is interesting to see her back, as we haven't seen Kirby since Scream 4, and Kirby tells Samantha and Tara that Gale Weathers and herself share a certain history, as they both were attacked by Ghostface in Scream 4 and have dealt with the situation before, and they've known each other for a long time. Then we see Ghostface attacking someone, and even a spray paint of Ghostface, and the most popular quote, "What's your favorite scary movie?" as Ghostface always says that. And then we hear that this Ghostface in Scream 6 isn't like any other Ghostface. Then we see a group of people, which are Chad, Mindy, Kirby, Tara, Samantha, Gale, and Williams, who is apparently the cop character in this movie. And we hear Samantha say, "What is this place?" And Gale says it's a shrine which shows clothes and objects and costumes of all the 9 Ghostface killers from the past movies. Plus, we see Stu Macher's bloody sweater and Tatum's skirt from the first film and Olivia's shirt from Scream 4, as she was cut open in Scream 4, which shows it. And the sheriff's jacket all bloody from Scream 4, and even the mask Derek wore in Scream 2 from Troy. We also see Jill Roberts' shirt, and there's even a drawing of Kirby Reed as well, and the Ghostface that is locked up in a case is Billy Loomis's costume, while the rest of the costumes are the other 8 killers. It makes sense Billy is the one locked up, as he's the one who started it all, or did he? As I still think there might be some elder guy out there that possibly started this before Billy, but we'll find out soon if that theory is true or not. Then we see Samantha Carpenter walking up to Billy Loomis's Ghostface costume, and my theory is we will see Billy Loomis's spirit in the reflection of the glass talking to Samantha, which would be scary and badass to see. And then Tara talks about a plan to lure Ghostface into a trap to execute him, which was very interesting. Also, the scene where Samantha is holding up the Ghostface mask, I've been hearing that this is the post-credits scene, or even just the ending scene, which makes sense, as she would only have the killer's mask if she or someone else already killed the killers in this film. And then Ghostface for the first time calls Gale Weathers. I know technically in Scream 2, Ghostface called Gale Weathers' phone, but Randy picked up. So this is actually the first time that Gale Weathers is taking a phone call from Ghostface, which is very interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes out, because it was pretty cool to see in the trailer. And then Ghostface says he wants to play a game with her, and then Gale explains that you're the 10th person to be Ghostface, and it never works out as all the other ones died. And then Ghostface acknowledges that yes, the other ones have died, but there's never been a Ghostface like me. I'm something different, which makes me think that this Ghostface who called Gale is probably either Stu or my theory mystery person who started this before Billy. Then this Ghostface attacks Gale. Also, guys, that quote of Gale in this mystery killer was actually cool, with Ghostface saying, "I'm something different." This just makes me so curious on who the killers are and how many killers there would be in Scream 6, because I keep hearing a rumor that there's going to be a cult of Ghostface, and this rumor isn't impossible, because apparently a cult of Ghostface was actually going to be in Scream 3. It got cut from the script. So I wouldn't be surprised if this happened in Scream 6. Also, when Tara and Samantha are back to back fighting Ghostface, we can see there's two Ghostface, which confirms there is more than one killer. However, I'm almost certain there will be at least 3 Ghostface in this film, possibly even more. I do hope that Stu Macher will be one of them because he's my favorite Ghostface by far. Also, this trailer also did in a way confirm that Samara Weaving's character is not the killer and is apparently the opening kill and phone call of this movie, which means she's probably innocent. Besides Stu being a possible killer, the other killers I predict are Allison, David, and possibly Gabe. However, as Randy Meeks said, everyone is a suspect. However, I'd be shocked if any of the good characters are the killers. Another theory that I've heard is that sounds possible is that the Ghostface killers in this film are trying to kill anyone who is a last connection to Ghostface to end this for good, which is evil and good at the same time, as these suspects who are involved are innocent, or maybe these Ghostface are just copying the other killers. Or maybe these Ghostfaces are just copying the other killers. Or my theory is they want revenge. If Stu's back, he wants revenge on Gail for helping Sydney kill Billy, and after Billy's daughter for some reason. That will hopefully be explained in the movie. We also see Mindy injured, crossing one window to another to escape Ghostface, in a scene where Tara and Samantha are running from Ghostface, and even a scene where Samantha is what looks to be trying to save Tara from falling from a building. And we see Samantha in a theater while a Scream film is playing, which I'm assuming is Act 3, and she says to Ghostface, "Let's finish this," as Ghostface wants to kill her. And that's the whole trailer, and man, I think it was amazing. It definitely gets me more excited for this film, and this film looks a lot better than Scream 5 based off the trailer, and more brutal and dark and scary too, which is amazing. I do have really high hopes for this film. It does suck that Sydney is not in this film, but hopefully she will return if they make a Scream 7. But my theory is one of the killers is going to be Stu, and that probably was Stu in the store attack. And then the other killer is possibly the person that started this all, which was the phone call to Gail. And then the third one is probably either Allison, David, or Tony, or maybe someone else, who knows. Anyways, what are all your thoughts on the Scream 6 trailer? Who do you think the killers are in Scream 6? Do you think Stu is one of them? Also, what are your theories on Scream 6? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below.